Hi, this is a quick lesson in doing push-ins and pull-outs with cameras. It seems like a topic that would seem very basic and that everybody should understand what a push-in and a pull-out is, but surprisingly most people don't get the subtle differences on how to direct your eye in the frame when you're doing a pull-in or a push-out. So if you're doing a basic push-in on something in the frame, so let's take this as an example. Most of the time a simple push-in let's actually try and get this to play the right window. So that is a pretty common push-in, but let's say for example that what you want to do is draw the eye to the mushroom over on the right here. This push-in isn't working. The reason for that is because it's just directly forward. The camera's physically moving forward. Now that's fine if you're trying to draw the eye towards something that's in the center of the frame right here. But if you want to draw attention to something that's not in the center of the frame, what you also have to do is nudge the target of the camera or turn the camera just a little bit, because the idea is to try and keep whatever is not moving in the frame is where the eye of the audience will go. What I mean by that is that as this moves forward right now, the thing that's not moving in the frame, the thing that stays put, is right here. What you'll notice is as I move forward is that this mushroom on the right here is moving across the frame. Watch as I scrub this. Everything in the frame moves through the frame. So for example, this mushroom here is moving from left to right as I move forward, which is why your eye is not drawn to that mushroom. It's drawn to this one, which stays put. Now I have a second example here. Exactly the same camera move with a subtle difference. Do you see how now your eye is drawn to the toadstool on the right hand side? That's because that toadstool isn't moving in frame. It's staying relatively still in frame. So whichever pixel is not moving in the frame, that's where your eye will be drawn. And it doesn't matter whether you're pushing in or you're pulling out, or what speed you're pushing in or pulling out. You want to keep the item that you want to draw attention to still in the frame. So you should be able to put your finger on the frame and scrub through the push in and pull out, and the item you're drawing attention to should stay under your finger. Now the way to do that, it depends on what kind of camera you've got, but for example here we have, let's try and select the camera target. Here I have a target on my camera, and I'm just animating that target just a little bit. It's just enough so it starts out over here, and by the end of the frame I've just animated it a little bit, and the idea is I've just got to compensate for the amount of movement that the overall camera is doing. So this one, the first camera one pushing towards the center mushroom, second one pushing towards the mushroom on the right. So the reason I bring this up is just because it's a very common issue that when you say I want to do a push in on a particular item in the frame, or I want to pull out from a particular item in the frame, you have to rotate the camera or change the target of the camera just a little bit to make sure that that item stays put in the frame.